You won't believe this. The lottery may not be as random as you think. Check out these clips of people who've made millions from the lottery, won multiple times, and are now offering advice for how they've done it.
For one small-town Michigan couple, it was different. They used math to win a total of $26 million from playing the lottery. Jerry and Marge Selby figured out a loophole in the Michigan state lotteries. According to Jerry, it only took, quote, good old basic arithmetic to crack the code on certain lottery games. And they used it to their advantage to win the lottery thousands of times for 9 years.
This lottery winner says the secret to winning isn't in the store, it's in your mind. Meet Cynthia Stafford. In 2007, she was a single mom raising her deceased brother's kids when she won the California Mega Millions lottery.
You thought you'd win.
Well, I knew I would win.
Stafford says believing and visualizing yourself winning is the key.
I found that lotto numbers formed the same patterns with the same degree of predictability that my stocks and commodities had. And lotto numbers follow trends just as stocks and commodities do.
Buy 10 tickets in a row of the same game. If you do this almost every single time you do this, so in this case, $100, you're going to buy 10 $10 tickets, but almost every single time you do this, you're going to find at least one winning ticket, most of the times 2 winning tickets, and sometimes even 3 winning tickets in that stretch of 10 tickets. You just increased your chances of winning the lottery. But you got to remember something. That was the first time I won. I didn't know what I was doing yet. I didn't even know I was developing a method yet. I didn't even realize that I had a method until my 4th win. Even though everybody else was still saying, oh, you're just a lucky guy. There's no such thing as a method. I'm saying I've won 4 times. How can you say that's just luck? But when I won my 5th grand prize, now people started to say, okay, wait a minute here. Nobody can be that lucky. What's your secret? That was the big question I got.
The headlines are also everywhere, and repeat winners are happening more often than people think. A Massachusetts man just recently won a $1 million prize for the 2nd time in 18 months. A Tallahassee, Florida man wins multi-million lottery jackpot for a 2nd time. He claimed a $3 million jackpot, then last year claimed a $10 million jackpot. A man from Airdrie, Alberta wins lotto for $17 million. He then goes on to win $1 million, $100,000, $50,000, and $1.3 million prize from the same lottery. Northwest Territory woman wins Lotto Millions for a 2nd time, who is now more than $7 million richer after her 2nd lottery win in 4 years. Man collects $2.8 million by winning the Play For Champ 568 times in 15 months. Panama City Beach man defies the odds, wins Florida Lotto 2 times in 6 months. Lucky Carthage man becomes instant millionaire again. And on and on and on. You might be asking, how is this all possible? You see, the lottery is a game created by humans, which means that at the end of the day, it has to be winnable. And after winning 7 lottery game grand prizes myself, while pocketing millions of dollars of prize money in the process, I can clearly tell you there are strategies, secrets, and methods that winners follow. There are also different winning patterns that happen in many different games. I know it's hard to believe there was any way for a person to do what I did and win the lottery game grand prize 7 times. But I was just simply using this deceivingly easy software I'd created to help put the most odds possible in your favor. And that it happened to work extraordinarily well. As soon as I released this software to the public, things became really crazy around here. Ordinary and everyday people from all over the world were emailing me to report that they won. People like Susan, who won $100,000 playing Massachusetts Cash 5. Well, Richard, my patience finally paid off. I couldn't believe how easy your software was to use. All I did was log in and use the numbers you told me to play, and I won the Massachusetts Cash Jackpot for a whopping $100,000. Oh, and I've only been playing 3 sets of Pick 5 tickets for a couple of weeks. Thanks for putting this software into my hands. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and belief that if you can do it, then anyone can. Susan T. And Lisa, who won $59,000 playing Fantasy 5. Hi, my name's Lisa, and I just wanted to say thank you to Richard for putting this software in my hands. I just won the Florida Fantasy 5 on Saturday, August 12, 2017, for a prize of $59,428. Before using this software, I played the lottery for 20 years and never won a thing. What really shocked me is how quickly this all happened. In less than 2 weeks of using the software, I won over $59,000. The software is so simple to use. I'm not a computer techie person, but Richard's team really made it easy. You can log in from your phone and computer and get the numbers to play with just a few clicks. I can't wait to keep using it and winning. I've told all my friends and family about this. I can't thank you enough. So, with that being said, you're probably wondering who the heck I am. Hi, my name's Richard, and I'm the only person in the world who is a 7-time lottery game grand prize winner. How many other lottery gurus can claim that and have the proof to back it up? First off, you can find actual documentation of my winnings right on the Florida Lottery website, flalottery.com. You can also find me on Google. I've been asked to appear on national TV several times to share my lottery winning methods. Here I am on The Rachel Ray Show. Here I am with Mike Tyson. Here I am with Robin Roberts of Good Morning America. No one, and I mean no one, has ever won 7 lottery game grand prizes. I know because I was recently recognized by Ripley's Believe It or Not. Because of my rare feat of winning 7 times, I've also been on the Learning Channel, Good Morning America, Fox and Friends, the Today Show Australia, and many more. Many people are asking me why I released this software, and here is the answer. Winning all this money was truly a blessing, and since God blessed me with health, wealth, and happiness, I felt like it was my turn to give back by helping as many people in the world as possible put the odds in their favor. I decided I needed to create a software that made it easy for my students to use. Hard math formulas and compounding statistics is not easy for the average person to do. Numbers for all the big games change daily, and I wanted my students to have the absolute latest data on what's happening so they can pick the best numbers fast and easily. Students like Larry Dawson of Webster City, Iowa, who came forward with his wife Kathy to accept their $9.09 million jackpot. He told lottery officials and media that after Kathy saw this guy on TV, Richard Lustig, who'd won a bunch of lottery game grand prizes, she bought his book and they started playing just for fun. And Omera Alonzo in Florida, who says, "Wow, I love the software, and anyone who can attest to the fact that it may be a scam, I can certainly confirm to them that it's not true. Your software is super easy to use, and after playing on my own for many years and not winning, I finally found your software, which I just recently started using on February 3rd, 2017. I hit small on the pick 3. Then, this past Friday, on February 17th, 2017, I hit the pick 5 jackpot. I'm not sure exactly how much I've won, as I have to wait until Tuesday, since Monday's a holiday. I assume between 25 to 30K. I played straight, box, and got it straight. Love this. I finally won the pick 5, and now I'm ready to move on to bigger games. So excited. Now I can go pay off my past due bills and my debts. Woohoo! Attached is a picture of my winning ticket, so you can see proof of my big win. And Richard Taylor Crisfield from Maryland, who says, I decided to purchase an entire package of scratch-off tickets, Maryland Lottery Ravens. I utilized my winnings to purchase another package, and in that package, December 2011, was a $250,000 winning scratch-off ticket. As you can see, my software works on any phone, tablet, or smartphone, and works for every game in the USA and world. Why believe me? My biggest win to date has been $842,000, but I've won millions from using my strategy of winning the lotto. I've taken my family on a 10-day Royal Caribbean Alaskan cruise where we stayed in the penthouse suite, living like royalty as we enjoyed all the daily activities they had to offer. I was able to buy my child all of the clothes he'd been wanting for years, new running shoes, the latest video games, the latest toys, everything. I even just closed the deal on my dream house, a gorgeous house with a resort-style pool in a quiet and safe neighborhood in the best school district in the entire county. Now, being a complete math nut and obsessed with crunching numbers, if you'd asked me 20 years ago if there was some secret to winning the lottery consistently, or to really know in advance to what the winning numbers were going to be, I would have more than likely laughed in your face and called you an idiot. I mean, I did know that, to some extent, the games all had to be beatable because they'd been created by humans, and as a result, it was impossible for them to be perfect. But if winning the lottery, not just one time, but even many times, was so simple, then we'd all be millionaires, correct? There's no way in hell of that, I thought. And even the first half of my life, I'd never even purchased a lottery ticket. But it all quickly changed for me in the 1980s in Orlando. Just like everybody else, I had dreams of winning it big. And just like everybody else, I'd win a few bucks here and there, but nothing to write home about. I kept watching many lottery jackpots hit over and over. It was all anyone on the news at work was talking about. Now, this really made me think to myself, why can't it be me? Why can't I win jackpots like so many other individuals? What are they doing that I'm not? This really made me focused and determined. As Marty McFly from Back to the Future once said, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. And that's what I sure did. I live by this quote every day. I continue to try everything in my power to win. I'd sit at the Florida Lottery website for hours on end and try to reverse engineer and work my way backwards to figure out what led to putting the odds in my favor. I spent hours studying winning patterns. I took every idea and variable that could be tested and kept track of what worked and what didn't. What I soon learned amazed me. I realized there were common components and patterns that many jackpot combinations shared. I began researching every winning jackpot combination and common components and patterns, becoming obsessed. I also started writing down the strategies that worked and quickly tossed out those that didn't. I was on the right track to winning as I began to win more and more each time. It was truly fascinating to see what was transpiring here. Again, my fascination with these common components and patterns would not stop. Well, being a complete math nut, I started crunching numbers like you wouldn't believe. I took many different factors and variables I discovered that worked and played around with them, combining the vital components of each and adding a couple extra principles of probability that I knew should increase my odds even more. I became hooked on studying the winning drawings for all of the different major lotteries each night, to see if the software I was working extremely hard on was showing any potential. For what felt like a long time, about a little over a year, I would say, I had nothing to show for all my hard work. And then it suddenly happened. My first big breakthrough came when I was holding a $13,696 Florida Fantasy 5 grand prize winner right in my hand. And a short while after that, boom, there it was again. I'd hit the mega money jackpot for a whopping grand prize of $842,000. Then another short time after that, I won 2 more times by hitting Fantasy 5 tickets worth $73,658.06 and $98,992.92. It was amazing. I couldn't believe what was happening, and it all felt like a dream. Until I drove down to the state lottery office, collected my checks, and put them in the bank. You probably don't need to be told how great that felt. to all of a sudden not have to worry about money anymore, to be able to pay off your debts, to purchase a Lexus for your wife, or a Ferrari for myself, or a BMW for your kid, or really any car you've ever imagined getting. To see the expression on the guys at the dealership's faces when they ask to run a credit check on you and you say, "Nah, I'll just go ahead and pay cash." Or be worshipped by your entire family to quickly make more money in a couple of months of playing the lotto than you'd earned in the last 5 years of working 40, 50, 60, or even 80 hours per week. Well, over the next couple of months, I really fine-tuned my formula. The lottery office started to look at me very strangely as I made the trip to see them just about every other week. I think half of them were smiling, and the other half worried, but they couldn't do anything about it. They knew, just like you do, that it's impossible to cheat the lotto, and I wasn't doing anything dishonest or immoral. I'd simply discovered a way to put the odds in my favor. This involved hours of research, statistical analysis, probability, and mathematical formulas, and I knew the average person does not have the time, knowledge, or patience to do what I did. That's why I created this cutting-edge software that puts the odds in your favor. I've nicknamed it Lottery Increaser. Now, I definitely couldn't have done this by myself. I hired a team of experts to bring you the latest and greatest software. This panel of specialists analyzed all my methods and mathematics I used to win the lottery. And then they figured out how to create a special software that masters all the statistical analyses, probabilities, and calculations for you, so that the end result is a simple online application that requires no downloads and can be accessed on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's something that anyone can do. Even if you have problems with simple math, it doesn't matter, because it does all the work for you. Not only does Lottery Increaser have a built-in formula based on these previous jackpot winning patterns and my own testing, tracking, and tweaking, it takes the drawings and data from all the lotteries in the world and puts them in an easy-to-use tool you can use from your computer, smartphone, or tablet anywhere in the USA or world. It does the hard work that I do, but it does it automatically for you. And that's exactly what Jennifer and Sean from Florida did. My husband and I used Richard Lustig's method, and within months we hit a mega money jackpot for $2 million. We'll only play lotto from now on using these strategies. And Bill Berryman in Melbourne, Australia, who's now winning consistently using my software. I picked up $46,000 last week in our Powerball lottery as a result of keeping the same numbers. And Kevin, who says, "Before your methods, I played for 20 years. The most I ever won was $86. Now, I win about $100 a week. I even won tickets of $1,000 and $5,000. I've won $23,075 since." And another review from Jason in Kansas City, Missouri, who won big using my methods while playing the $100 million blockbuster scratch-off. "Oh my God. I won $10,000 today on the $100 million blockbuster scratch-off. I can't believe it. I'm looking at the card over and over again." Emails just like this kept flooding my inbox each and every day and would not stop. Now, it's important to understand you're not going to win every time. You may also not win the Powerball jackpot next week. Sorry to say, but that's just being truthful. However, nobody in the world can tell you exactly when you're going to win. But the way I see it, would you rather play the lottery using numbers that have been hitting the most lately, or would you rather play quick picks or blindly? That's how I've played for the last 30 years, and it's worked for me. If you agree, then the Lottery Increaser software I've created will work perfectly for you. All right, so you're probably pretty anxious to know how my secret software works, and I'll give you all the details right now. Lottery Increaser keeps a running memory of all past lotto winning numbers spanning back more than a decade. It takes this historical data and compares it to the most recent winning lotto draws. Then it automatically enters all data into the patented computer algorithm developed by me and my team of experts, and instantly analyzes it all against many different variables to identify the likelihood of any new combination of numbers being drawn with amazing accuracy. The software scans and automatically searches for potential winning number combos that have the best chance to hit. By the time the numbers go through the software algorithm, you get the most likely number combinations to hit for the lottery games you're playing. Sure, no one can predict with 100% confidence that the numbers they pick will be winners, but using this software gives you a better chance because it reduces randomness. It uses probabilities of certain number combinations hitting, and this is all stuff I do by hand, and it simply automates the method. And that's really it. Okay, so by now you're probably wondering how you can get your hands on Lottery Increaser. Well, I've had so many friends and family members ask me that same exact question, and for a while I was pondering over what the best way to share this information would be. Eventually, what I decided to do was to take my formula, along with some other essential tips and pieces of inside info I've collected over the years, and create a software that takes all the drawings and data from all the lotteries in the world and puts them in an easy-to-use tool you can use from your computer, smartphone, or tablet anywhere in the USA or world. I think that by giving you the access to the same software I've used to hit several pretty major winning tickets over the past few years, it can be kind of like my version of giving back, which, as I just mentioned, is extremely important to me. Plus, I remember how horrific it is to feel like you're financially struggling, like you're always getting endless bills, like there's just always some unpredicted expense popping up that makes you ask, where are we going to find the money for this? I'm not trying to say this is you, because honestly, I don't know. But what I am saying is, I remember how much it pained me to always say no to my child when he tried to put a $5 box of his favorite fruit snacks in the cart while we were grocery shopping, or he brought a $10 new toy up to the checkout line, and I really couldn't jeopardize buying it for him and not being able to pay our electric bill. And I love that feeling of financial security I now experience every day. I love that new car smell that all of my luxury vehicles have. And I love that my child's college fund now has $50,000 in it, cash that's 100% safe, and that will give him an incredible head start for the rest of his life. Lottery Increaser is only available here on this website, and I can't let too many people know it exists because, while I do want to give back, if everyone had access to this incredibly easy but proven software, well, it could seriously shut down the entire lottery system in the U.S., and then no one would win. Up until now, I've had it priced here for $300. That may sound like a lot of money, but you're getting my entire life's work built into an easy-to-use software. Then you can see why $300 is a pretty small investment. But like I said, I had it priced at $300. That was in the beginning, but today I'm going to do something a little bit crazy. You see, right now, I'm not sure how long this will be available. At some point in the near future, this website will be taken down, and no one else can get it because, like I talked about before, we can't have too many winners here. Well, a few hundred people have already gotten their hands on this software, accessed it instantly online, and I'm really starting to get worried that the lottery corporations are going to come after me for sharing this with people, even though it's 100% legal and doesn't do anything wrong. Which is why I've decided to cut the price of Lottery Increaser even more, so that you don't have to pay $300 for immediate access to this life-changing software that's inside, and make it available to you today for just $97. For lifetime access to Lottery Increaser, you'll pay one fee to have complete and lifetime access to Lottery Increaser. You can get it now by clicking that Add to My Order button you see below this screen here. That's right. All the hard work is done for you, so you can literally roll out of bed in the morning, turn on the software, and get ready to play your tickets for the day. None of the hours spent researching online like I do, surfing lottery sites to find the winning number combinations by hand. That means picking numbers has never been easier. Frankly, you'll be using the software that detects past winning lottery combinations, and using probability and statistics can guess which winning numbers are likely to show up again. While your friends and families are using the same lucky numbers like birthdays, you're using scientific and statistical probable combinations to put the odds in your favor. You can get it now by clicking that Add to My Order button you see below this screen here. Many hard-working and deserving people without much money have been pleading with me for months to give away my software like I'm doing right now. And I can promise you that these final copies are going to go quickly. That's good for me because the faster we reach our maximum limit, the faster I can take this offer down and protect myself. But it does mean you need to make a decision now. Oh, and one last thing I should tell you. Over the last 6 months, as I've been talking to some of the few hundred people who are using Lottery Increaser, they've been telling me that there are some other websites on the internet that also talk about winning the lottery. It's pretty disgraceful. But they've been saying that many of these sites are run by people who have no clue what they're talking about. Well, you've just listened to my story and saw with your very own eyes proof that the results I've gotten are 100% genuine. But because I know being trustworthy is huge, I'm also going to take this one step further and offer you a 100% money-back guarantee that's good for a full 60 days. Here's how it works. You simply click the Add to My Order button that you see below this presentation now. Once you do that, and enter your information through the secure checkout page I've set up, you'll be taken to a special VIP members-only area where you get immediate access to Lottery Increaser. You can access it from your computer, smartphone, or tablet, anywhere in the USA or world, instantly. And then, just follow the exact combinations I give you inside. Try out the software for a full 60 days with absolutely zero risk. So, if for any reason whatsoever you're not completely satisfied with your decision over the next 60 days, simply send an email to the address I'll provide you inside the VIP members-only area, and I'll instantly refund your $97 with absolutely zero questions asked. So, really, what possibly do you have to lose? You're basically just saying maybe to a lottery prediction tool that I personally used to make life-changing money from the lottery. And if you change your mind, that's perfectly okay. I'm not bothered by it, and you get your investment returned immediately. I honestly don't think that's going to happen, though, because Lottery Increaser has been proven to work time and time again. It takes all the historical data, winning jackpot patterns, and my own 20 years of hard work testing, tracking, and tweaking, and combines everything into an easy-to-use, powerful tool that does all the hard work for you. So go ahead and try it out for yourself now by clicking the Add to My Order button below right now. But remember, this website won't be online forever. At some point, we will stop selling this product. When that happens, this video will be taken down for good, and the website will only be open to members who purchase the software. Really, the decision is yours, but can you really see for any reason not to change your life today? If not, then go ahead and act now, and you'll have access to the complete software in about 2 minutes from now. It's that simple. To a life full of prosperity and joy, Richard Lustig, Orlando, Florida. Are you still here? That's perfectly fine. I understand you might still have some questions, and I'll do my best to answer them right here so that you can feel 100% happy with your small investment today. 1. Isn't the lottery entirely random? Not at all. That's where many people get confused. The lottery isn't completely random. Instead, it's a game created by humans, which means that at the end of the day, it has to be winnable. That's why you sometimes hear about individuals finding flaws in the lotto and making a boatload of money as a result. Just a few years ago, a group of MIT students did just that and won $8 million. They got in trouble, but they weren't even doing something immoral. They just found a loophole. There are actually many stories just like this, but it's very important to always remember that what I'm giving you is 100% legal and ethical and not being dishonest at all. 2. How did you create lottery increaser software again? What I did was sit at the Florida Lottery website for many hours on end and try to reverse engineer and work my way backwards to figure out what led to winning. I spent hours studying winning patterns. I took every idea and variable that could be tested and kept track of what worked and what didn't. What I soon learned amazed me. I realized there were common components and patterns that many jackpot combinations shared. I began researching and analyzing every jackpot pattern and combination, becoming beyond obsessed. After my first Fantasy 5 win and my huge win of $842,000, I knew I discovered something very special. It took me 20 years of hard work, testing, tracking, and tweaking my formula. I finally decided to create a software so that anyone can do this. Not only does Lottery Increaser have a built-in formula based on jackpot winning patterns, it takes the drawings and data from all the lotteries in the world and puts them in an easy-to-use tool you can use from your computer, smartphone, or tablet, anywhere in the USA or world. It does the hard work that I do, but it does it automatically for you. In all honesty, my big prediction for you is if you follow the same formula I created to win 7 lottery game grand prizes, you'll greatly put the odds in your favor. That's why, after 20 years, I can confidently say I know how to reduce most of the odds that cause people to lose, while increasing the odds that winners have used to win. 3. How do I use the Lottery Increaser software again? Simply log in with the email and password that's provided to you after your purchase and let us do all the hard work for you. Here are some of the features. The algorithms programmed into the software scour thousands of sites, looking for winning combinations. The team updates the numbers hourly so you always have the latest information. Lottery Increaser keeps a running memory of all past lotto winning numbers spanning back more than a decade. It takes this historical data and compares it to the most recent winning lotto draws. Then it automatically enters all data into the patented computer algorithm developed by me and my team of experts, and instantly analyzes it all against many different variables to identify the likelihood of any new combination of numbers being drawn with amazing accuracy. 4. What are the terms of the guarantee again? This one's really easy. You'll receive Lottery Increaser software for yourself right now by clicking the Add to My Order button that you see at the bottom of the screen. If at any time you do not like the software or aren't happy with the results you're seeing, you can request a refund. It's that simple. Then, use the software for a full 60 days. If for any reason whatsoever you change your mind about it, just send me an email, and I'll immediately refund your investment with no questions asked. Again, You have a full 60 days. 5. How much time do I have to purchase your software? Not long at all. Like I said earlier, I've limited the number of people who can access this. At the time of recording this, a few hundred people have already benefited from this software and got lottery increaser software for themselves, and usually 5 to 10 more people get it each day, now that it's at such a crazy, unbelievable discounted price. 6. How do I get lottery increaser software? Easy. Click the Add to My Order button that you see below. You'll then receive instant access to my entire life's work inside this software. It's that easy.